Pack your bags, everybody. We are going back in time to 2002 as we try Pepsi Blue. Yep, that's right. We're not drinking the re-release from 2021. We are drinking the first release of Pepsi Blue from 2002. And boy, oh boy, this is going to be an amazing journey, everybody. So I got a couple bottles of these sent to me from Maximus the Fourth. So this video is sponsored by him by giving me a couple bottles so I could try these out. And yeah, so let's just get right into a little bit of history about this. And then we were going to taste test this and see exactly what it did kind of taste like back in the day, even though now at this point it's flat. All right, so you take a look at the design, Pepsi Blue. For 2002, this was hip. You know, you got the tribal tattoo design on there, everything else, and it says Berry Cola Fusion. And the flavor, berry, just simply berry. So if you're not familiar with the Pepsi Blue lore, Pepsi Blue was actually created by PepsiCo because a year prior to this being released, Mountain Dew Code Red really popped off and was a huge success right out of the gate, and it was a very vivid red color. Now, did Pepsi make these correlations to make this a very blue color? Not really. It took the teenagers that were taste testing over 100 different Pepsi flavors to stop on this berry flavor and tell Pepsi at the time, which when they were taste testing it, it was a brown color, and they said, hey, how about make this berry flavor a blue colored soda? Pepsi was like, yeah, that's right. So it was actually the teenagers that were taste testing this to make this color. So in August of 2002, Pepsi Blue was released in the United States and Canada, and it had a huge promotional push, like millions and millions of dollars of advertising put into it. And you saw commercials like the band Sev playing and Papa Roach. They were really trying to knock this flavor home with the teenage demographic by putting all these new, cool, and hip rock bands in the commercials for the soda. Now at the time, people said that this had a very blueberry, kind of raspberry-ish taste, along with a cotton candy taste. I remember, like, my dad was talking to one of the guys from Pepsi at the gas station who was unloading a truck, and the guy said, yeah, Pepsi Blue, it's got a taste of like a blueberry snow cone, if you ever had that syrup. It's kind of like that, it's really sweet. And yeah, this soda is really sweet. So by May of 2004, not even 2 years of Pepsi Blue being out, it wound up getting discontinued in the United States and Canada. Why this was a couple reasons. There is a Blue 1 color agent within here, and it had a bit of controversy with it. Now, was this controversy worth it? Was it even a big deal at the end of the day? No, it wasn't. It was actually very stupid. But yeah, back then, people were really crazy about, oh, Blue 1 color. Blue 1 is in so many things today, and it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But it was back then, so that's what kind of killed this, because it had such a vivid blue color. People were afraid of it a little bit. But also, the hype initially for this drink died down rather quick after about a year. And it kind of went the way of Crystal Pepsi, where Crystal Pepsi was big when it first came out, and then people were just like, nah. Pepsi just saw Pepsi Blue being not financially sustainable to keep it in production, so they wound up killing it in one of the biggest markets, the United States. But Pepsi Blue was still available in regions all across the world, just throughout the years of the next 2 decades. Here is a Pepsi Blue can from Malaysia from 2006. Here's an Indonesian Pepsi Blue can from 2007. Here's another Indonesian can from 2020 Pepsi Blue. It looks very, very basic. If you didn't read the blue on there, you'd think it's just a regular Pepsi. Here is another bottle of Pepsi Blue from Indonesia as well. And here is that special re-release of Pepsi Blue from the United States. As you can see, the American flag is on there. It was out during the summertime, so it was trying to correlate with the United States' Independence Day on July 4th. So there is that. Maximus the Fourth, who's reviewed plenty of bottles of these, he says that there is a difference in taste between the original and the re-release. So I'm curious about this. Having recently tasted this, I have a very, very great memory of what it does taste like. And it's going to be fun to compare what this tastes like. Let's open up this 20-year-old bottle of Pepsi Blue. and give it a whirl. Oh. Oh man, that smell. That smell is still there after all these years. It's just like a very sharp berry smell. It smells so sweet. Around the rim there, it has turned a little bit of a brown. Ooh. So here we go, everybody. An original Pepsi Blue from 2002. Go. Okay. Yeah, it is flat. Oh, wow. There is a lot of sugar with this. It's so sweet. It tastes like just like sugar water with a faint berry taste. And I do get it. Yeah, it does have a cotton candy taste. There is no carbonation in this, but it does taste very good, even for it being 20 plus years old. Now, I'm not going to just say this because I agree with what everybody else says, but Maximus the Fourth is right on the money. It does taste different than the re-release from 2021. There is something about this. It makes it a lot more sweeter, and yeah, that sugar is just attacking my tongue. Like, I feel like there is a coating of just sweetness all over my tongue, and there is that faint cola taste as well, and the berry taste is there, but it kind of just dances on your tongue a little bit, and it's faint because there is just so much sweetness with it that the sweetness overpowers whatever berry taste is still in this thing. It tastes good though for what it is. I mean, it's sugar water at this point, but I'm going to down the rest of this here. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Now, I haven't drank an old OG version of Crystal Pepsi. I drank like a 6-year-old bottle, but I think this is the oldest bottle of soda I have drank. I have drank a bottle of Orbitz, though, which is the oldest drink I have drunk. But as far as soda, yeah, this is the oldest soda I have drank. And it tastes really good. I mean, it being sealed in a bottle for over 2 decades, the freshness has kept up very well with it. Carbonation's gone, obviously, but for it to like taste sour or something really wrong with it, no, not at all. So the soda, I mean, it smells just like it did back in the day. The berry flavor has kind of died off a little bit, and it's more of just a sugary water substance. But the cola taste is there. It's very faint, but yeah, it pretty much hits the mark on what everybody else has been saying back then, and even today, the few people that drink these still. It has a very, very cotton candy-ish taste. The blueberries there, but very, very faint. And yeah, that's about it. It feels good, though. I'm ready to headbang and listen to Papa Roach and drive on a professionally blocked off street and call it a day. So Pepsi Blue, given that it doesn't have carbonation, you can't hold that against it. What it tastes and everything else, giving it a review, I will have to give Pepsi Blue from 2002 a solid 9.5 out of 10. I do wish there was a bit more of that berry taste with it, but it is super sweet, and it's good. I love super sweet stuff. I could handle it, but I want a little bit more of a berry taste with it. Now, the new 2021 release, I think, hits the mark with more of a berry sharpness taste. Maybe it's just because it's newer and fresher, but I really do think there is something different in the formula. There is a huge noticeable taste. Even if this is old and it is flat, there is still something there that, yeah, the re-release is missing. There you go, Pepsi Blue from 2002. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And thank you guys for watching this cheat day review. I am DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is always a Pepsi Blue day. Pepsi Blue 2002. Yo, yo. And I will see you next time. Peace out, guys.